Hi, I'm Gail and welcome back to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com. Well, it's almost Thanksgiving for the Americans, and I didn't even put anything special on for Thanksgiving for us, but I'm thinking of you guys, and I decided I'm going to do a pumpkin dump cake, a low carb one. Now, I was at they called it a crack pot party, which was basically crock pots, but they called it a crack pot party, and someone had made this pumpkin dump cake, but they had made it the regular way, and it was really good. And I thought, oh, I can make that into low carb so we all can enjoy it too. And I actually made it for the kids when they were home for our Thanksgiving, so but just the regular one, and this time I'm going to make it low carb so we can eat it the good way. Anyway, let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. Now, normally I would show you the whole steps for this, but I actually made this cream cheese sweetened for another recipe and it didn't turn out the way I liked it to, so I already had this made up and I'm going to use it in this recipe instead. So what I did was I took 4 ounces of cream cheese, so half of the 8-ounce block that you usually get, and then I put in 3/8 of a cup of erythritol, and then I powdered erythritol, and then I put in a teaspoon of almond breeze, which is what I use. This one happens to be Blue Diamond almond breeze. So I softened my cream cheese and I beat it everything together, and then I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I've got the end clipped because we're going to use this later in our recipe. I've added in 2 cups of pureed pumpkin, and this is the brand that I used. Now I'm going to add in my almond breeze, which I'm going to put in 3/4 of a cup. Okay. Now we're going to add in 2 eggs. I'm actually getting my eggs from a farmer, local farmer, and they're beautiful, just beautiful. If you get the opportunity, you know, try and get them. So we're going to add in 10 tablespoons of erythritol, powdered erythritol. And I always powder mine as soon as I get it. I buy mine at the bulk barn. You can buy all different brands, but that's where I buy mine, and I just powder it. Now we'll add in a 1/2 teaspoon of Himalayan salt, and we will add in our pumpkin spice, and we're going to put in 1.5 teaspoons. That's what makes it so special. Okay, I'm just going to use my hand mixer. I actually brought this home from the cottage because my other one burnt out, and I bought a great big one, Hamilton Beach one, and it's just so big. I still like the handle. So I'll mix this all together. There we go, that's mixed well. So I need an ovenware dish, and I'm using an 8x8. Now you can double this recipe. When I made my first one, I made it the large recipe, or the large dish, 9x13. But you can just double the recipe if you'd like to make more when you have a lot of people. But there was just the 2 of us at home, and I end up probably freezing half of it this time because I'm trying to lose my weight, and really sweets I'm trying to stay away from for the time being. But I know everybody loves sweets, and it's Thanksgiving coming up, and we want to make something that works out really well. Okay, so now I've got that done. I'm going to take my cream cheese, and I'm just going to start to drizzle it all along. Hopefully, whoops, I hit the side. And we're just going to continue filling this up. Add a little more here. There we go. Nummies. This is so good. It's like having a little cheesecake in there. Gotta work this up a little bit. There we go. Can't wait till it's finished. I'm looking forward to having a little bit. I haven't had any sweets for a while. Okay, so now since I've got that done, I'm going to set it aside and then we are going to make our cake. Okay, I have another bowl and we're going to put the topping together. So what I've got is I've got a half a cup of almond flour. And 4 tablespoons of coconut flour, and I tried to get all the little lumps out, but we'll work at that a little bit more when I try and mix everything together. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Make sure I got it well mixed. Get the lumps out. And we're going to add in 6 tablespoons of your powdered erythritol. Mix that all up. Just try and make sure you have all the lumps out of it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is bring our dish back over. There we go. And we're going to add this onto the top. So make it all equal around the whole thing. Okay, just spread it around a bit. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm just going to take the end of a spoon here, and I'm just going to poke some holes. Got to get in between the cream cheese, because when I hit the tube of cream cheese, it doesn't go in very nicely. And you don't want to put it right to the bottom, just do it so that you're kind of getting to the pumpkin mixture. There we go. So this is our last step. I have a half a cup of melted butter, and I've used salted butter. And I'm just going to pour this all over as much as I can. I'll get my spatula and scrape out some of the excess. All right, we're ready to go here. So I preheated the oven at 350 and I'm going to put it in for approximately 40 minutes. I'll just double check to make sure everything's set, but 40 minutes should do the trick. I just took it out of the oven. I baked it for 45 minutes, and I just want you to see, this is, I stuck a toothpick in, nothing came out, but I just want you to see if you can see it jiggle. That usually means that it's done, and I'm just going to let it cool down and I will put it in the fridge. So here is my low-carb pumpkin dump cake. It's really, really good, and it'd be great to have this on your Thanksgiving. Delicious. Like, I mean, it's delicious. The recipe I put on the top for the cake, everything, it's just really, really good. You're really going to like this one. So if you'd like to go to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com, try this recipe and try some of my others. You take care and I'll see you soon. Bye now.